It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Ravens and the Titans on Sunday night.
Just a tick under 70,000 packed in here at Nissan Stadium. Not a seat to be had as playoff football and certainly playoff fever have descended upon the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store. As it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Tennessee Titans. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are...
The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round 1. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. As you see, they have dealt with their fair share of injuries this season. But, Charles, that hasn't stopped them from putting together a very solid campaign, a very good record thus far.
Has to go internally. Like, we always want to praise the head coach for holding the team together, but to me it's the guys in the locker room putting on the uniform. Those starters who've stayed healthy, they've welcomed the backups into their ranks and showed them how to get it done. And this team, they've stayed afloat all season doing just that.
First and 10, it's Willis. Cockrell holds it in left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. Henry up the middle. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They keep it with Henry on first down. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. It's David Ajabo there for the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On second down, here's Henry. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Third down, it's Willis. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs and they're down.
Caleb Shudak on now for the field goal. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Let's face it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. First carry now for Justice Hill, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Now Jackson. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one goes for 8 yards. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's got this down to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll run here with Edwards. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out come the Titans now. I guess you could say they're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ, because it's really one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion every time, right, that 4th seed, should they actually be hosting? Because sometimes it turns out that division winner has a lesser record than wild card teams that get in, and some people think that'd be a more fair way of doing things. But I gotta tell you, I personally like it. The winning a division title, I don't care what the division, how it's ranked, it still means something to me, and I like the fact that they get that.
I think that that's the reason you have the divisions. If you didn't just stack them all up and take the best 6 records, but there's a division for a reason, and the champion hosts the first round.
And the first rule of thumb in building a team, build a team to win your division. Beat those teams first, then you go from there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Willis. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now Willis to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll try the right side with Henry. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
And they'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. This for Beckham, and he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Ravens continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Tucker now to add the point after. And it's 21-3. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Tennessee offense set to go again. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 56 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
2nd down. Willis looks to throw here. Got his man, Okonkwo. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 36. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Henry running right. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Titans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Willis. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because Every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that third consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense. This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 21. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Play action. It's Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Jackson now. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So no touchdown that time, but they do get 3 more, and now they have even more of a cushion.
It's been a terrific first half offensively, so it's hard to blame them for not getting into the end zone there. But the way they've been moving the ball in this one, I don't think these will be their final points of the game.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now Willis on 3rd down. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is brought in at the 21. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself, because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Jackson on 1st down. He finds his man. It's Charlie Kohler. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Gus Edwards.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Ravens are able to add on to their first half lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the last of our 3 games on this Sunday. One more to follow tomorrow night as we wrap up a very exciting 3 days of Super Wild Card Weekend. We'll start our tour out in the city of Angels, Los Angeles, where you see the final score there. The Chargers are ready to make some noise in the playoffs as they finish off a 13-4 regular season.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And, you know, both of us gave these guys a real shot coming in here, but I don't think anyone saw this on the road with this lead in the playoffs. They've looked good a lot of times this year. This is probably as good as they've looked. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Jackson options out left, and holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield.
Nice tackle, nice play by Kevin Byard. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long.
And that's going to be incomplete.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken in at the 11. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And they'll run the option to start the drive.
The quick feet by Jackson.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
To throw is Jackson.
Yet again, targeting and fighting Mark Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he's across midfield to the 48. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
58 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. A quick throw, but incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 17-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Throwing is Jackson.
Open man is Duvernay.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now it's Jackson. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
To throw again is Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drop. Here's Jackson. Pass complete on the out route to Beckham.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Ravens start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Here's Willis.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Let's go now.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Back to throw, Willis.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Come on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Ready.
Willis. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and
Ready.
7.
Ready, go.
3rd down, it's Willis.
And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down.
Now Willis.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Go.
3rd and 2, Willis.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And they will remain well behind.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles.